If you are intrigued by the story of Namor and the Maya-speaking people of Talocan, you should know that in real life, at this very moment, a group of indigenous Maya people are leading successful, ongoing movement to decolonize their lands. First, I just want to say it's pretty messed up that a lot of us only hear about Maya people in school in the context of ancient monuments, the fantastical story of their civilization's disappearance, or a scary story about their calendar and how it supposedly predicted the end of the world. But a lot of that stuff just straight up isn't true, and even the so-called disappearance was just a regional migration due to environmental factors that's been hugely over-dramatized, playing into tropes about Native American extinction. Maya people never disappeared, and even today, there's an estimated 7 million Maya people living in culturally and linguistically diverse communities, mainly in Guatemala and Mexico, as well as other Central American regions. And today's video will focus specifically on the Zapatista Army of National Liberation, a collection of indigenous Maya groups living in the southern Mexican state of Chiapas who launched a rebellion against the Mexican government in 1994. This was in retaliation against the enactment of NAFTA and other legal reforms that would privatize communal farms, further driving indigenous Mexicans into poverty. For more context, in 2010, about half of Chiapas' indigenous population reported no income at all. Another 42% reported making less than $5 a day. On top of this, about 70% of Chiapas' indigenous population suffered from malnutrition. This is because throughout Mexican history, Maya peoples have been excluded from the governmental decision-making process and excluded from enjoying basic human rights and services like education and healthcare. And there's been years of conflict and development since then, but the Zapatistas continue on to today, running several communes entirely autonomous from the Hispanicized Mexican government. To list a few things off, they have a collective and rotating self-government, an autonomous education system, autonomous healthcare system, production cooperatives, and last but not least, their own justice system, which is regarded as much fairer and less corrupt than the federal Mexican justice system. And it doesn't stop there. On the first day of their launch, they announced the Women's Revolutionary Law, which strived to change traditional patriarchal domination and ensured women's rights to be leaders and full participants in the movement. And at a time where the word decolonization is being co-opted and reframed to be something metaphorical, the Zapatistas are one of many examples of an indigenous-led movement to really decolonize lands by regaining sovereignty and autonomy. Did you know this? Did I miss anything? Comment your thoughts and follow for more content just like this.